start screaming at me.
Oh, the commercial is screaming at you?
I figure it will once it starts on the. I can just mute the whole thing here.
Yes.
There it goes.
Okay.
All right.
And there's a lot of comments. Missed a lot.
There's a lot of folks here. How many we got?
Uh, tells me we have 13 viewers. Oh my God.
Sorry to keep y'all waiting.
Yeah. Um, sorry, I got involved in an in-depth chat with Joss from RC Everyday talking about hot rods, talking about his dump truck that he's working on, and I just didn't notice the time. Sorry about that. My bad.
Now I can see. Oh, well,
So Josh is working on a 114 semi truck that he's converting to a shorty dump truck.
yeah, I did the chassis work I did on my RC construction series. So a lot of folks have already seen it. But I had a little fifth wheel on it, and still needs a lot of work. We don't have any transmission or anything. But the other night I was just bored, and I've always wanted to do a little dump truck. So I found a file on Colts, and I shortened it and made it about the right wheelbase. It has everything. I've got all the pieces printed, including the dump mechanism. I just got to figure out what I'm going to use for an actual the hydraulic cylinder. If I'm going to go a screw drive or something like that, probably keep it simple and do like a worm drive system because
And
I
and you were saying you're going to make a video of how you modify that file directly on Bamboo Studio?
yep, that's what I've got. I call them my print to paint series, and it all starts with that existing file. I show you where to get it, show you how I found it, and then I show you how I modify it without knowing CAD, and how I can make. This was like an 18-inch dump bed. It was printed in multiple pieces, and I've got it all down to one side each floor pan. We got a front and the back, the hinge that bolts to it.
That
So
looks thick. How thick is that?
I don't have my caliper. It's probably about say about 10 millimeters thick.
Okay. But
Got actually
that's because it goes in on the inside, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
recesses in it. So, but yeah, I may reprint it too because I printed it flat just to save time. You do get that little bit of texture. We'll see how it looks if I hit some primer on it, but print it at that kind of angle and they always come out way better. That's why I print all my bodies at weird angles.
Yeah, and that's why when I printed this today for the hot rod, when I printed this, I printed it standing up, so it's nice and smooth. So
What are you printing in?
with my Bamboo A1.
What material? That
Oh, this was just a test. This is just PLA right now. But it was just a test to see how it would fit and how it would be. And I did notice compared to the body that I'm using for this, the one that I got from somebody else a while back, it's friggin' too small. But maybe it's going to fit on this one. This one was printed in PLA. No, it's about the same thing on this one too. It's a little taller on the bottom, but on the inside, it's too wide. Yeah, there's no way you're going to see that, but it's a little wide. Oh, you see it on top there.
yeah, I can see it off just a little bit.
Yeah, so it is off. So I'm gonna have to shrink it down a little bit because if I squeeze it, it kind of, you see a
Yeah,
little bump that appears.
I've had a lot of fun or scaling things with bamboo.
It does a pretty good job too.
Oh, yeah, going on Psycho Garage, Whirl. What else we got? Trail Crawler RC, Chunky.
Chunky, yeah.
He says he can sleep now that we're all in here.
Chunky Customs.
Just like the soothing sound of our voices to fall asleep to. Actually had a guy tell me that once at Jeremy's shop in Kentucky. He's like, I like your videos because I just put you on And your soothing voice just puts me right to sleep every night. And I was like, I don't know how to take that. He's like, oh, in a good way. I was like, okay.
It's just like me when I do my video, I've had that comment too, not soothing, but I got a good voice to actually talk and explain something. So,
Okay.
which is kind of
Okay.
cool hearing.
Not jumping, no loud things. Your videos are real mellow. And yeah, I get that. I was to show you, I printed a test piece too in PLA just to start with, just to see how it would do. Actually, it came out smoother in PLA, which is still blows my mind.
See, I'm not the only one that prints in PLA as a test.
No. Oh, I've been looking at new printers again.
Why?
I was talking about sales because it's just I feel like I'm trapped between two worlds now with the carbons and then the H2D, and I have to have two versions of every file for the larger format, and it would really be easier if everything was just on the newest, latest, and greatest. So I've been looking at the H2S, which is back ordered till pretty much the first of the year now. But
The H2S looks to be interesting, that's for sure.
yeah, it's just a single nozzle, simple. I don't do multicolor stuff. The H2D was a little bit more than I needed, but here we are. They didn't have the
Mhm.
H2S yet. But one of my old carbon has got almost 5,600 hours on it, and it's having some issues with vertical prints and getting some weird lines. And I've been through every technical support thing. I've replaced everything on it except the belts, which are a nightmare. I think it may be time to replace one of them.
You can fix those, eh? You can get all the parts for them.
Oh yeah, I've got all the parts. I've replaced everything but the belts because you have to
Okay.
actually glue the belt ends together, and I was not up for that yet. It requires pretty much a full disassembly on the carbon to be able to get the
So
belt out.
so I was talking about the hot rod. Like I'm building my hot rod that I had. Finally, I'm getting a new chassis, which I got from you. I purchased that a couple weeks ago. It came in. I did put it together real quick. So I did put the motor mount. I didn't put this yet because my motor is actually mounted on the old one for the old chassis. So I have to take it apart. But yeah, so I put it together just as a mock-up to see if my old body fit on there, and I'm experimenting on different stuff. But I was talking to Josh, the other Josh, about a motor, and I was showing you and asking you the reverse flow engine, I think they called it. Yeah, reverse flow engine. So I'm not sure if a lot of people heard about that, but there is some files or some motors actually on that. And I'll show you guys that real quick. So reverse flow engine, the mufflers are actually on the intake, but the carbs are actually on the where the mufflers would be. But what I find weird is, doesn't it need to be cooled down? There's
Yes,
no
because
fan. They put the friggin' distributor cap in the front.
distributor cap is on the cam. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no water neck. There's no. Huh. If they were just
And not just on that one, but on this one also, distributor caps in the front. It doesn't have the belt. It doesn't have the fan. This is a dual motor one.
hmm.
You mentioned that it sounds really loud.
I'd heard one somewhere in a video. It sounded awesome.
Okay.
Loud, yeah, it's really good too.
So here's another one that you can see. Mufflers on top, but here it's got a blower on it to actually push. Like this is crazy engineering.
That one actually, I didn't even realize earlier when I saw that. That is a Buick Nailhead V8.
Oh,
That's not
really?
a small block 350. That's a Buick Nailhead. You could tell because the valve covers are both flat on top.
Oh.
like reverse flow to Buick. Those engines were torque monsters in regular flow. That's cool. I actually had a couple of Buicks. I know my Buick stuff.
I had no idea.
Actually, I knew where that was. I have a print file for a Buick nailhead motor.
And this is another one with that motor with the straight pipes going straight up. And Steph from the LED wheel has this file. So I purchased this file today from him. And just for you guys to know and see, oh, sorry about that. Kind of went wonky on me. The TLW3D on Cults 3D, he does have that file. And that file also includes 3 different versions. You got the blower on top, and I believe, yeah, you got the cap that looks like a regular with the round filter on top. Of course. And I have to go through 15 different pictures.
I have one of those right here. It's a really good print file. This one has the standard with a tune port injection on it. The Chevy valve covers.
Okay, we'll show it in just a sec. Come on. Oh, there it is. So you get these, so you get all this, and your motor fits in there. So it is on special right now if anybody's interested. He dropped it down 50%. So he actually dropped it down 50% for me, but anybody today that actually goes there, and this is for $475 Canadian, which is probably $3 your cost US. It was at $10, $950 Canadian. So V8 engine, 3 configuration. So if you guys want that, I'll put the link in the chat, and you guys can go pick it up. It's on sale. Innovation RC, how you doing? Okay, let's see that.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good.
Coming in to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Hope everyone's TG day is going well.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you heard me before, but I did say that, so I wasn't exactly sure. Maybe I was muted.
You were muted when you came in, yes.
Okay, that's fine. And I wasn't gonna like talk over you, so respect for your live. And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I waited my turn. But yeah, how's everyone's Thanksgiving?
Good.
Nice.
Link there in the chat for the Cults 3D for Steph, the LED wheel. He has a whole bunch of different stuff. He has bodies like a cube van. I'm thinking of getting actually the cube van and making a chip stand with it. Because my friend Outback Jack, thinking of making like a chip wagon, in other words, out of it and putting Jack's food or Outback Jack.
A chick wagon?
Chip.
Like a girl?
Chip.
Oh.
Over here we have trucks. It's a food truck. It's a food truck, that window on the side that pulls up and there's a shelf.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like when I used to work at a dealership. There was this one. It wasn't like a big truck, but the side opened up and he had like burgers. He had stuff going. It was cool.
Here in Canada, we call those chips, chip, like a chip, potato chip.
Yeah.
Chip wagon.
Well, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong, because I'm sure they would deliver chips or sell chips.
Yeah, well, French fries. We called French fries chips here, so that's why. And
I must. Oops. I was thinking chips, like bag of chips.
Oh, that actually looks good.
This is a Buick nailhead I was telling you about. It's a little bit big. I've not resized this one.
But that one does not have a cutout in the back, right?
It is completely
okay. Cool.
You can fit a 550 motor in comfortably. It's so big, but Yeah, that was something me and Jason worked on a long time ago. Awesome designs, and it just the sizing was off, and we never put it into production or anything. But yeah, there's a file, a prototype of it out there, so
Okay.
I could revisit later. I did want to mention real quick. You posted the link to that. I've had a ton of his files. That actually, your chip truck that you're talking about, I actually printed one out. I was trying to put it on the boom truck, the adjustable wheelbase, and I just couldn't figure out how to mount it right. But there's another project going on with that body, so I can't talk about it yet. But he has some really good files. Say that because I've got that engine as well. I like his stuff a lot. So that's cool. He lives close to you.
Try to show some of his stuff since we're in here. So Steph from the LED wheel, like I said, lives pretty close to me. He's about 2 hours away in Montreal. And he's got a Studebaker prototype he's been working on also. And this is to put on a looks like a on-road like TT01 or whatever car. I guess that's based on a real truck.
Very weird truck.
It is. Um,
Tank, is he the one that does the custom vehicles that you can order or stuff like that? You do
mhm.
you do KB's motorcycle or car or
No,
not the one? No, it's not
no,
the guy.
no. He's got different wheels also that you can actually put on some of your cars. And he's got a wheel that you can actually adjust the depth also. I can't remember if it's this one. I think it is this one. Or all these, they can be put at certain inset plus, minus, or whatever. Oh, here's that panel van. And again, that's meant to be on a drifter. But anybody could resize
Is
it or
that
modify.
a 10 scale? 110 scale?
That is 110 scale, yes.
Okay, so like 190, 200 millimeter.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. That thing's gangster going around the turns.
Yes. This one also, I'm thinking of getting this one. This one would be cool to get. He's got different suspension to do a cantilever system. Uh, he's got all kind of weird stuff.
I absolutely love the. He's got the Hot wheels that just came out up at the top of the page. Hot Wheels super fast. They actually made a real wheel of that here recently. You can buy it for your car. That one right there. I just think that's hilarious. I'm pretty sure I've already bought that file or I have it in my watch list because I kind of low key want to put those on my real truck.
Yeah, so he's got rings here that you can actually adjust the depth. The way he's done it is really cool. So you can actually adjust the depth of this wheel.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's got the CC01 skid plate, which is kind of cool. Anybody that's got a CC01 knows the heartache of this and all the what can get hooked up on. But this is kind of cool having this file for only $6 because the alternative is the metal one, which I bought. Let me tell you, it's like $30 or $40.
Yeah. What's up, Nicole? Back.
Yeah. Here's another one. And see, this 21 Canadian, that's probably like 18 or $17 US for this truck. You want something different, he's got that. Custom van pickup body. And he's got the van version of that also in here somewhere. Not just RC, he does other stuff too. He's been playing. Oh, he's got this one, the big Tonka one. And this fits directly on a 6x6 from TRX4, TRX6.
All right. Saw another one I already have of his, that sink right there.
Oh, the sink, yeah.
I put that in my last scale garage build. Got it all nice and dirty. And
Oh, you weathered it too.
yeah, pretty
Now,
good.
where did you get the tap from, or is that in this file?
It's in his file as well.
Oh, cool.
The thing I made was the drain pipe. That was it. And it just fell off.
Yeah, so here's that 110 utility sink he was just showing. And it comes in two versions, this version and that one. That's like $3 Canadian. It's probably $1.99 US. Here's the van one, the old van. This one needs some TLC. It's got the camper here, which is nice.
That's cool.
An interior Vanquish VS 410 Portal interior. Print this on an angle. I guess this is probably a prototype because its layers are thick on this.
Yeah.
That VW bus. He's got the Vanquish VS Turbo 21Z. He's got all kind of things. Oh my God. I'm going to measure this to see if this actually fits on the toy hauler I'm actually building, to see if this actually fits on my truck. Because I did make one for mine, but yeah, my wheel is not at the same spot at all.
If that's an actual based off of Mighty Tonka truck, that thing is huge.
So
It just stumped me in.
this is the bed. Play spotlight. So this is the bed for my toy hauler that I made. This is just a. Will you stop zooming? It's looking for my face. So, but my wheel is here. His is more at the back. So unless I can make him change it or change the position of it, I think I'm going to turn that off. It's annoying. Yeah, so this was a prototype I made with corrugated plastic. Am I saying that right?
Forget it. Yeah.
Yeah, just to see if everything was gonna fit. And then I did buy a 4x4 styrene sheet, which I'm gonna take this, put it on my styrene, and then just cut it up. So it was just made as a prototype.
I got to ask, where did you find a 4x4 styrene sheet at?
There's actually a company that actually sells them. Come on, zoom out. It's my buddy here in Ottawa. What the heck's his name again? He went to GCM racing a couple times. He makes styrene bodies all the time, like all styrene, like old cars and things like that. And so it's Ottawa Plastic. Any company that sells plastic, they can get you 4x8 sheets. So he got a 4x8 sheet. He cut it in half and gave me half.
Talking about Sean
Sean
Bailey. Yeah.
Sean Saley. That's correct. So I got a 4x4 from Sean Saley and a heck of a lot cheaper. It was still expensive for a 4x4 sheet, but way cheaper than buying those 10 or 9-inch or whatever they are. It's not even 9-inch. Those strips there from the hobby store.
Biggest that pieces I've found on Amazon were I think like 14 by 14, and it was just absurd the prices for that, but still better, like you said, than going with the little evergreen sheets that are not big enough for anything. Railroads.
Yep. But when I saw that one from Steph from the LED wheel, I go, oh, look at this. This is kind of cool. Yeah, so he's got some, he had some Tonka, and I do have this Tonka actually here at my house. And yes, I could take the cab of it and actually print this and make a new toy hauler on there with this cab. And you called it a Mighty Tonka?
Mighty Tonka. It's from the 70s. I'm actually an antique toy historian, not just Tamiya stuff. I've got quite a collection, which I'm just kind of getting back into here. But
Which one that you were just showing off? Okay.
it's a 58 hydraulic dump truck. The hydraulics still work. But I did this stuff before I ever got into RC. Like I got out of high school and I started collecting vintage toys, and I started manufacturing and reproducing parts like the grills and headlights, windshields and stuff. So this is actually something I've been doing longer than RC. And I had a second YouTube channel for a little while, and it got RC Every Day took off, so I just kind of put it all aside. But getting it back out, started messing with it again, and unfortunately started buying more trucks to restore. But yeah, no, I know a lot of stuff about the Tonka trucks if you have any
Cool.
questions.
Steph from the LED wheel is in the chat. How are you doing, Steph? I was just showing your engine and actually telling people to buy it now because it's on sale for 50% off. So it's a bonus for people that get it right now before he changes the price back. And showing all the other stuff that you had, and looks like RC Every Day has a whole bunch of your files. He was showing me your sync and a bunch of other stuff. So
He had some good stuff.
yeah, and that's what oh yeah, that's what you just said. He's got good stuff. Nicole is back.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I'm pretty beat from today. It was a long day. Appreciate all of you. Take it easy. Have a
Before you
good rest of
go,
your Thanksgiving.
before you
Yes.
go, did you have time to fix your car? Your other one, the one you smashed up.
Oh, I forgot about that. Why did you remind me?
Oh, sorry.
He's right.
Let's see that.
No,
What's
he's
left of it?
not. He's definitely not done yet.
But did you start working on it a little bit?
Yeah. I took the motor out. The motor's sent back to Castle, and I mean, I still got to do a lot of front end work. I got to do the rear diff, the wing, completely crumpled. It's just the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Well, at the speed you were going too, it's ridiculous.
It's 100 and is only around, I think, 130, 131. The video's actually launching tomorrow, so yeah, I don't even want to watch the video. I don't.
Well, it's heartbreaking.
It is. Anyway, no big deal. It's going to be fixed more than likely next week. Yeah, probably, maybe. I don't know. Either way, I appreciate you guys. Tank, appreciate it once again. You guys stay well. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye. So Steph from the LED wheel is saying that the special is going to stay on until the 27th of December, 50% off for that 3D motor, if anybody's interested. Not interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
And I was showing a couple other things earlier on another site. For steering wheels, do you have files or example of different steering wheels? Because like I was showing you here, this one here, I like this one. This one looks nice compared to the one that comes on the tree
Hey,
from Axial.
can you print like a chain link steering wheel?
I can look for a file. I'm sure there is some files.
There's
Hmm.
an axial parts tree that has chain link steering wheel. There's one that has, that's the one I use most of. It has like a 59 Impala steering wheel.
That's where he got it. That's where KB got that chain link steering wheel from, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was an axial tree that had a chain link one. I've got one floating around somewhere. Sorry,
So
I'm
the
trying to
answer,
download the file from the LED wheel. I can't get Colts to work for some reason. Probably because I'm on a live video.
so the answer is yes, Keith.
Hmm.
So
Keith's
here's
not
this
here.
one has two different sizes, and this one has one size. This one has flames in the center. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, they probably do that for like the low riders, right?
Yeah.
Remember, Tank KB's not here. I locked him
Uh,
out of the house.
sorry, Duckman. I know you told me that you'd lock KB out.
Yeah.
So yes, they are available. $4.22 Canadian or 5.62 Canadian
Oh, for the file, right?
for the file. Yes, not
Yeah.
the print. The print you need a $700 printer to print that $4 file.
Yeah.
Or
Then
go
you
to
can
the store and buy a axial tree that has that steering for maybe $7, $10.
then you can print them in gold or chrome or whatever.
Yeah, or paint them.
Right.
All right, I got that file downloaded finally. I wanted
Which
that
one?
reverse flow engine. I wanted to get that.
Okay.
I already had the standard version of it from him, but yeah, that one looks cool.
Yeah, that's an updated one, I think.
Yep, it has
Um,
features.
something else I wanted to show. Yeah, this. Steph, if you're still there, I want to ask you a question. On his file he had, there was the Chevy logo on the header, on the oil cap,
Valve
but
cover.
Valve
valve
cover.
covers. That's it. Valve covers. I'll get the right name one of these days. But it seems to be gone now. So I'm just wondering, is it because you took it out or what's going on? Or is that in the new version? Because I know you were showing yours earlier, Josh, and you had yours on. Yeah,
Got a
there.
Chevy on there? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still watching, but we'll wait. Max Ball, how you doing? Psycho, how you doing? I gotta go turn off this stupid zoom on my camera. It's Zoom. Zoom actually asked me if it could do it. So maybe I gotta go in my settings. Let's see if I can turn it off.
Oh, Tank, he says he took it off because he didn't want any backlash from GM.
Oh, makes sense.
Yep. Gotta watch the copyright.
So it is a setting right in Zoom you can turn off or on anytime you want. And I just turned it off. It's called auto framing. There. So it shouldn't move anymore. So if I want that Chevy logo, I got to get it off somebody, cut it, put it on my print, and then print it.
I can just send you the valve cover file.
I
Or
can,
you could send me the valve cover file. Or Steph has got my email. He could send me the valve cover file.
Wink, wink.
Yes.
How all the licensing stuff works. It's all under table, and you have to. I get asked all the time for, can you make me this specific body to match my real car? And I'm like, no, I cannot, because I cannot get licensing to be exactly anything. The bodies have to be generic enough, and that's the only way that I can make a living.
Yes, true. My brother used to own a gas station, and I used to go there all the time. And I know what it is to own a business and things like that. So every time I went there, I did not ask for free coffee or free chips or free pop. I paid for my stuff because I know he has to pay for it, and that's the way he makes his living. Some people don't realize that.
Yep.
Cat can't can't can fix stuff. It's JDS, an old friend of mine that used to come on videos and, well, more in the chat than anything. Um, but man, I was looking at some RC talk because I've been doing this since 2016, so for a long time. And tonight I think we're 400 and whatever episode. That's a lot of friggin' episode every week. Well, I missed a couple. Last week I didn't have one, but it was a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of good people come and go. And I tell people all this all the time. This is a hobby. You're doing it more as a business, but it's kind of a hobby business at the same time, which is cool. But for me, it's a hobby. Hobbies have up and downs. And right now, I seem to be in a down because for a while I wasn't building, I wasn't doing anything, just because I needed a break. And now I'm starting to get back into it slowly. So hopefully we'll get some new stuff and new content. But a hobby is a hobby. I've seen so many people like starting motorcycle instead of RCs and whatever. It's their hobbies change.
I totally get that. I've been struggling with the creative lulls, basically just ups and downs. When I go to an event, that's what drives me to really do more. I got back from Halloween Hall and Crawl, and I ran 2.5 weeks nonstop. I worked 7 days a week, 20 hours out in the shop making videos. And the last 2 weeks I've been burned out because I've just been riding the content that I made during that wave. And it's just, you got to take the ebbs and the flows.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of brought back my other channel with the vintage Tonka stuff. Cause like I need more than one hobby just to keep me grounded, give me something else to think about. And that keeps things flowing for me. So
Well, my son has been a really good hobby for me for the last 16 years, that's for sure. Like having a kid, that keeps you going.
I hadn't tried that one.
The real Stevie, how you doing?
I tried music and other toys and RC, but yeah, I never had a family.
Yeah. And the LED will saying the same for me, Frank. So he's been on and off also. He used to come to a lot of my events. My parking lot wars, he came at the first year. I think he came like 3 or 4 times. And then you see people, they go, and then all of a sudden they come back. So I'm not rushing anybody or pushing anybody to do anything, but I I just know that when Duckman drives, he just doesn't know how to drive. He always gets stuck in the mud and things like that.
Get stuck in the mud.
He likes mudding.
Oh yeah, I'm a duck.
Constantly evolving thing, this hobby. Things, but I love it. Evolving is an understatement. Man, the electronics I find in the last 5 years has just evolved so much. Um, Even the manufacturers of cars has started putting brushless system. Trax is a good example. It's cheaper for them now to put a brushless system in an RC than probably putting a brushed. It, the ESCs has gone smaller also and more performance. They go up to 4S now. like on the smaller ones. And before it used to be 2S pushing to 3S. And right now they're on 4S on a lot of crawler motors and ESCs. So
Wish somebody would tell RC four-wheel drive about how cheap brushless stuff is.
oh, their price is still high?
Oh, they're still brushed. All their RTRs come brushed.
Yes, I know. But that's true, but that's coming directly from Japan, I guess. But Traxxas also has a big competitor, which to me in the last 6 or 7 years has really caught up, and that's Arma. Arma has taken so much of the market from Traxxas, and they have to do something. And I believe they've done things to compete, but I don't know if they're ever going to get them back. Those customers that left, I don't know.
Is Arma owned by Horizon now?
Yes. No, I don't think so. Arma is not, I don't think is owned by Horizon. Or is it?
I think it is, because I know Jeremy's got it in his shop, and he's got Horizon as a distributor, as a dealer.
Can somebody ask AI who owns Arma? Or does Horizon own Arma?
Taking a look here. Yep, it's owned by Horizon Hobby.
Oh, okay.
They acquired it after a series of acquisitions and a bankruptcy.
And I think Arma has done a very good job for bashing, for the bashers. Another company I'm very surprised with is Red Cat. Red Cat has really came out with a lot of out of the box ideas on some stuff. And I think they kind of missed a boat on the machete when the machete came out and that big thing that it came and with the A-arm at the beginning. But that's a basher more than anything. The A-arm kept breaking off, and even they were shipping the car, and as soon as the guys opened it up, it was already falling apart, the A-arm. So the ball joint was coming out. So there was a default in the manufacturing.
Red Cat has the lowriders to save them now.
Yeah.
Yep,
They've
no one else
taken
has
out.
them.
I mean,
Lowriders, they tried the drifting, the drifters, but I think that's a hard sell. It's hard to get in there.
didn't stick, and I tried to work with them on that. I was partnered with them for the drift car thing. I bought that on my own fruition. I wanted to get a cheap drift car, and their lead guy like sent me his setup sheet. I built the car to his specs, and I couldn't drive it because I'm not good at drifting. I let guys who drift try to drive it. They couldn't drive it. So I was like, I'm not going to drift anymore. No, we're all excitedly waiting the bed dancer. It's supposed to be finally coming out first quarter this year.
Oh, really? Cool.
I had
Now,
pre-ordered
this year, you mean in 2026?
6.
Yes.
I had pre-ordered, canceled it, pre-ordered again. They swear it's a hard body. That's the main thing. The pre-orders with those, you get an extra unpainted body, a full body set with the kit for $700-ish. So we'll see what we actually get.
Yeah. Steph from the LED wheel says, so I can make stuff for it. For what? The lowrider or which car? Because we talked about a bunch, and I know the chat is late a little bit, so
Might be talking about the V8 still. We can make you some custom stuff for it.
maybe.
Well, Nicole says she can make a screen bean casserole, so
Now she's gonna make us hungry talking about food. What's going on with that?
Uh, Thanksgiving.
I didn't have a traditional Thanksgiving, so I didn't get any of the goodies. I had no turkey, no dressing, no mashed potatoes. We had leftover pizza here at my house, so
We had hamburger helpers.
hey,
Well, homemade hamburger helper. It's not from an envelope.
I was talking about making
Previous comment. Okay, now I got to read up.
fusion.
Oh, the Red Cat Fusion. And Eager to get the dancing bed. Cool. Yeah, he's got the Red Cat Fusion, and I think you do have a couple files on your site for the Red Cat Fusion. I think I saw that somewhere. Go back to that real quick. It's got that hot rod. Oh, Steph, the other thing for your, and since you got the file, you might be able to do that, but you got the file for this. Now I'm building one and I got to do mine, but I was going to do it in styrene. But if you already got this and it's already done, if I send you some measurements for this, because this is for my toy hauler. So I want to get, I saw yours and I go, oh, maybe I can print it. I don't mind that it goes up and then flat, but I got to give you my wheelbase from where this is to where the center is to see if you can modify that one that you have to actually fit this. I made this long so it could actually fit the Red Cat lowrider on there. So that's why it's very long. It's to fit the lowrider on here. I can't get the body for it, the chassis for it, but it's under there, under my table. I have no access to it. Yes, more coming. So he's got more stuff coming for the Red Cat. Cool. If you have nothing to do, Steph, you can jump in here and talk to us. I know you got the email, or you should have got the email. I think you're on the email list. I just leave everybody on there. If ever they send me an email, tell me, please remove me, or they're going to send me to their junk file. Put this in the junk folder. One or the other. So you're working on that dump truck. What else are you working on for RC every day? You showed some painting videos. What else are you going to be showing people? You got that boom truck that you're working on also.
No, I've finished all the boom builds right now. I've got that another one of the D or the Land Rover, the Series 3 body. I was going to paint, but I haven't got to that yet. I don't know. It's got me on an off day because it's kind of the holiday. I haven't looked at RC stuff until I saw the thing for your video, and I was like, oh, I should join that today. I got no plans right now.
Yeah, like you saw the other day when we were offline, I purchased two, a boom racing and a coil, a GCM racing coilover chassis, and I got two Range Rover body to put on there. But I noticed the boom racing used to have an LC70 pickup truck on it, and that's what I want. So I'm debating on selling one of those bodies with the interior and all the extras and things like that. I got to make a list and I got to check how much they're worth, because if somebody has an LC70 body kicking around, I'm willing to make a trade. So
Pretty fair trade. There was a lot of accessories with that LC70, and they had the backlit cluster, the manual cranking windows for the doors. Like there were so many add-ons for those. I know those Range Rovers were pretty decked out the same too. You had all the interiors and all that stuff. Nicole says she's more of a cat person, whatever that means. Just looking at the chat going on over here. Sorry, Duck Man.
Nicole is our special lady. She drops by once in a while and she likes chatting with us.
Oh, I know she's the one talking about green bean casserole earlier.
Yeah.
My heart all set.
I guess you like cats if you're more of a cat person, yes, it's natural that you like cats more because I like cats. That means you hate dogs? You're a dog hater? That's not good.
The real Stevie T. Started watching and subscribed lately. Awesome, man.
Maybe
Thank you.
Maybe he has a cat, but he likes dogs too.
Yeah. Duckman, what do you like, cats or dogs?
Like cats, you can fry him better once you catch him.
Do you know how to make a cat bark?
Cat scratch fever. No,
No, do you know how to make a cat bark?
no.
You dump the cat in gasoline and you light him on fire. They go woof. You know how to make a dog meow?
Nope.
You put them in the freezer and then you put them over a bandsaw. They go meow. That's pretty gruesome, eh, my jokes?
They just stepped on his tail.
Or you step on his tail, one or the other. No, I don't do those things. I like cats and dogs.
Actually, been more of a cat person my whole life, but
Jem's hobby says horrible. I knew it was horrible, but I just thought I'd say it. Oh, so cute. Awkward pause.
Pause.
Yeah, so my rear axle that I got, it's way down there. So one thing I got, the other for that hot rod is that motor that actually slaps on. But Steph from the LED wheel, I believe, did this for John. And then he's got the pulleys for it and all that. So I'm going to put the pulleys on, probably the blower also. So I'm thinking I'm going to be putting this motor on there. I don't like the headers that came with that truck. So I'm going to look into getting Zoomies or something. So it's either going to be this motor that goes on it, or it's going to be the one I just purchased from Steph, the LED wheel, which is the reverse intake. What's nice with these is the only thing you have to do to change motor is this. So, mind you, the other one's a little bit more complicated because you got to get the front end off, but this one is basically a slap.
Just clips right on and off.
Yeah, it's this clip on. So,
Nice.
What's
What's that hanging down there, Tank?
this is the
Part of the-
pulley.
Oh, okay.
It's the pulley for your fan belt.
For the fan belt, yeah.
What did you get, Josh?
Oh, you talking about rat rods? I just grabbed one in case I needed something to reference at the rear end. The short little 4 links.
Yeah, see, I like that the fact that they're very short, the links. And the suspension, you don't have a lot because you don't need, it's not a crawler. It's not as if you need 80 millimeter shocks. Like,
You need about 10 to 12 millimeters of travel. That's about it. All you need with it.
man, that angle of that dry shaft really goes up. That's a big tire though at the back, eh?
It's massive. I mean, it's this is meant to be low. This is a prototype for something I'm hoping to do in the future. Sedan, but yeah,
That's exactly what I was telling Josh today. I was showing him a picture, no, yesterday. I was showing a picture of that exact body, and I was telling him I'm thinking of I should try to find that body to put it on my frame. to do exactly what you're doing now.
That's what I'm hoping to do next. I problem is my partner who does my 3D designs has started a new job and he's not available anymore. So I'm kind of looking for a new 3D design partner. I've
Okay.
tried out a few people, and it's hard after you get used to working with somebody for so many years,
Right.
and you understand each other, and it's just everything vibes and works. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm not having any new products for a little while because I'm auditioning new partners.
See, I like where that body is sitting with the wheels at the back, but I find the motor is a little bit too much forward. So the motor needs to get back a little bit more because you see too much of that transmission.
It's hard because I mean, I'm working with stuff that's off a different chassis. So
Yeah.
once we have the firewall and stuff modified for the other chassis, and it might entail making an entirely new chassis for because I'm using the existing rat rod kits with the hot rod bodies. I'm just trying to mix and match the stuff I've got and see what we can make work. So.
It makes sense. It makes it. Traxxas has been doing it for years with the Slash.
This is my 18th gen Rustler.
Yeah. Oh, Nicole has apple pie now is her favorite dessert, I guess.
I had strawberry rhubarb.
I don't like sweets at all.
Max Paul says, "Fire it up, Frank. I bet it sounds nasty." Well, I need to put a sound module on it, or no, I can't do it. It's out of gas. I know what the problem is. It's out of gas.
You got
Out
no
of
gas.
gas.
Got
Ain't
no
got no
gas in it.
gas in it.
But yeah, it's.
Didn't know I could talk like Slim Blade, did you?
Oh, and I noticed you kind of had a hood on top of one of your hot rods, kind of almost like this, but it's a little thinner.
Oh, that was something that was available a couple years ago. That's been
Okay.
discontinued. It just was too expensive to make. Having that commercially printed, it was a giant hood with a grill in one piece, and yeah, it just nobody liked it until I discontinued it, and everybody loved it. That's how it always goes.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Here we go. Kind of. I found a video of that reverse flow V8 running. I'm sure the audio is wonderful through the phone, but that is
Zoom will cut it off, Josh. So
Yeah, Zoom's going to cut off the video
yeah,
or the sound, any
the sound.
backward sound or drilling or engine, it cuts it out.
it's actually the one from the thumbnail you played or you showed
yeah?
earlier.
Ah, cool.
Sounds wild. Apparently that worked really well because the exhaust ports, the way they're ported from the factory, and the intake ports, it just works better the opposite way. So the flow through the engine was way better than it was ever intended when you do it reverse.
There's probably not too many cars like that. So
That's weird because when you think of how it actually fires with the spark plug and the way the gas would come in, it's interesting to think it works better the other way.
I think the exhaust ports are usually larger than the intake ports, but what about the valves? Kind of the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're getting more in faster and letting it out slower. So you think it would be worse, but yeah, I don't know. It just sounds wicked. That's why I build RC cars and not backwards flowing V8s because I don't know.
Yeah. And that's a reason why I like Keith or yeah, Keith said not Duckman, but Keith said he liked the engine I just showed earlier, but I like being different. So that's why I'm thinking of putting that reverse flow engine on my hat rod because people are going to ask question like, what the heck kind of engine is that? Why do you have the carbs on the side? It's just to get that discussion going and to get people to have a second look and click on the video. In other words, clickbait, but not clickbait. It's just What is this?
You do the research to back it up. It's not clickbait. So that's, yeah, gets people thinking. That's the kind of stuff nobody thinks about anymore.
Yeah.
Like you can do completely bass backwards and it might work. And somebody tried it in the what 50s, 60s, 70s, whenever that was when they discovered that.
But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, that's for sure. Uh, some of my parts are coming in this week, but I had to reorder a new axle for mine because the guy had. I'm gonna make a mess here on the floor, but you guys won't see it. Looking for my axle. Ah. Okay. So he had this set up more like a rock crawler before. The way the suspension was on here and the way he had the links here. Like this was like all the way up here, and he had like 80 millimeter shocks, I think, at the back. So they were long. So he had these links, but the problem is, I guess because he wanted the to drop the axle, I guess he made these weird clip to hold the link and the shock, but this goes on here like this. And then this link goes up closer to where this one is, which is really weird what he's done. So when I noticed that, I go, shit, because I don't want to use this, but I wanted to use this axle. Oh, that's not what I want to do. But I wanted to use this axle because I like it, because it's the old, kind of big pumpkin, but it was red and it's metal. But now I can't use it because I don't have these clipped where you usually put your link and your shock in the same spot. They're usually wider. And I look in the box and it's not there. So this is completely useless to me and to anybody else because these are missing. And I looked real quick online, but I couldn't find it. So I had to order a whole new axle. So I ordered the one that you had on your Amazon, the smaller RC four-wheel drive there. So that was homemade. Maybe it would have worked, but I just didn't like the bracket. Kind of weird.
Let me ask you this: what if you just what thread is that hole? Those two holes on each side. Is it M3?
They are M3s, yes.
What if you just bolted the shock into one and bolted a rod end into the other?
Yeah, but now the rod end is not the right way.
It's rigid. It'll be rigid on one end, but that makes it actually kind of like a
Because the shock would probably fit on one on. Let me blow myself up. Boom.
Oh,
So yes, the shock would fit on this hole. But now if the link, you can't, I need a 90-degree link because this is this way.
yeah. But we just talked about how you don't need suspension travel. So if you just had a grub screw in your rod, you bolted it straight to the axle, and you have a two link, and you bolt your shock to the other hole right next to it. You have a perfectly firm two link, a little bit of angle between them.
Okay.
Keeps it centered. You can make it work. Just
That's true.
kind of an idea. I like to do weird stuff like that. That's how the front ends on the rat rod kits are. Basically, it's two link, and you put the spacers in it, and it spreads them out, and that keeps it tracked. So you don't need any other triangulation. That is the triangulation of the two link setup. You could do the same thing with the rear. You're not going to have great performance and pinion angle and stuff, but For an on-road two-wheel drive thing, it would work.
Yeah, it might work. I can give that a try, that's for sure.
Just trying to save your rear end there.
Yeah, put the link directly on.
You're such a nice guy trying to save tanks rear end.
I don't have any kind of rear axle like that, so I can't mock it up and explain it better.
Yeah, well, I can in just a few minutes because I took it apart. But good thing I got a magnet with me, a magnet on a stick. Like that, I don't have to bend down and get whatever I drop.
Yes. Stick magnets are good.
Mhm. Got 3 or 4 within reach at any time.
Yeah. Got one that's telescopic.
Yes, I got one that's telescopic too.
Like a lightsaber.
Yep.
There you go. Oh yeah, you got a big one.
Yeah. That's what she said. Oh.
Oh, you got a big one.
Cut man for the win. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy. Everybody saying in the comments. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Darn.
We got Sean's RC in tonight.
Not working tank?
Sean Jersey. Yeah, the screw does come in. So yes, using a threaded and then, but my problem is I was trying to use this one, but I think this is 4mm links. These are a little bit bigger. So I was trying to screw this in directly into it to see if it was going to work, but this is too big. So,
Gotcha.
but yes, a 3mm does fit in there. And then I just have to put the link. And it doesn't matter that this is fixed because it's still going to travel and it's going to move at this end, which is okay, which is even better, kind of, because
Be great for articulation, but for an on-road two-wheel drive thing, it could work.
yeah,
Way to
not for a
repurpose.
crawler, but for an on-road. I'll give it a try.
It's something to mess with. I like the suspension geometry stuff. I nerd out on that stuff pretty good. So it's fun.
But I didn't think about that, about putting the link directly on there on an angle. I was thinking the ball end, like, okay, what do I do with the ball end? But in theory, you don't need it.
Yeah, we just get stuck with what we're used to working with. You don't think about other ways that it could possibly work. They still may not, but it's a fun exercise in engineering.
So I might revive this and keep the other axle for another hot rod.
That's how I sell stuff.
Well, that's what I was telling Josh the other night. Last night. I go, man, like the box of kit that I have here that I bought from the guy, and I think I paid like $100 for everything, and it's got the motor, it's got everything, and it could have ran, but I didn't like the setup because it looked too much like a crawler. It was too high. So I took it all apart and I threw it in a box. I said, I'll fix it later. And I never did, but now I am. But the chassis I'm not going to use no more. I'm debating on reprinting the body for the simple reason, but I think I'm just going to put putty on it. But he's done this in metal here, in sheet metal, and it's perfect. It looks nice and like a mirror. He's got a plastic that he's molded here with a torch, and it looks so nice inside. But when you look at how you can see the grooves here, yeah, you can really see them. So this was not printed with today's new age printer. So there's a lot of filling to do, but it's only here. It's not bad. So, but again, I got to think, okay, am I painting this old style So then I don't care if it's rough, or am I going to paint it like a new looking hot rod or rat rod? But a true rat rod is old looking, but some people do put a nice paint job on it. But, and I can't ask you, what do you think? Because it's my build. It's not what you think, it's what I think that matters. Right?
Yep. Got to be yours.
Make it your own.
Make it the way that you envision it. Whatever when you think rat rod, that's what it needs to be. Not what I do. Not what
Well,
anybody.
it's just like you have. I got somebody to print me the back a little bit bigger a few years back, and I'm thinking of putting it in the back, and that's the pickup thing. So it is going to be like almost touching the top, but I am thinking of putting this at the back because I like it. I like the way it looks.
You just the only thing you're missing is the right size body to go in the middle, the right height body to fit the
Yeah.
proportions of it.
Well, this is why the way this sits right now, this is almost like it's
Yeah, that's
freaking,
what's up with it.
yeah, I need to bring it up because does your body sit slower like that?
No,
Okay, so yours are made differently than this one, so it's thicker.
one right here.
So I need to,
You
this is like
need
a puzzle that's not acting properly. So I need to bring this up or just cut, not cut my losses, but just order one from you.
well, I don't sell these things.
That's how you make your money.
That's we're looking at 94 millimeters from the top of the cowl to the bottom.
94?
94 millimeter.
Oh yeah, yours is way taller.
That's a file. So Jason designed this file 10 years ago almost, and he gave it away for free forever. And that is a variation of it that has been going around because it is sectioned and chopped more, has the open top. And this is the variation of it that he made for my kids, and it actually has the mounts for my chassis. You can screw in grub screws, and it fits in and locks into the chassis. But yeah, it's the same thing. Just
You're at 94, I'm at 70, 74, 74, 75.
we based it all off the proportions of the stuff I was building, and then that one kind of went on its own adventure through the internet. Everybody made it fit what they were doing, which was mostly crawler stuff, which is
Yeah.
why the chassis is the way it is and all of that. But
Darn. Now I gotta look into the possibility of getting a new. Is the sedan as tall as that one?
close. It's got a different profile, so it's not exactly the same cowl shape. It's based off of a totally different design, and it was designed in what do they call it? The
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if I want to do like the one you're doing right now, or the kind of a prototype you want to do, if I get that body that's already that your sedan body, how does it fit without too much customization, or do I have to do a lot of
there's a
customization?
little bit of a gap between the motor and the
Okay.
that's something that we're working on. But other than that, I mean, I shortened the chassis rails about I think 25 millimeters, and it's got a short four link, and I just had to cut the body to clear the suspension travel. I haven't figured out yet how we're going to actually mount the body.
Yeah.
That's something I got to look at doing floor pan that bolts to the chassis, magnets the body on. That's kind of the goal now for every kit. It has to have some kind of magnet mount, so it's not just like my original rat rods that kind of wedged on the frame and stayed. We want something more proficient than that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and check something out.
Trying to find your email. Send you something real quick.
TheTankRC@gmail.com. The Tank RC. Very easy to remember.
I typed it earlier, but it didn't automatically pop up. So
Okay. Hey, I know I had this on here. Where the heck did it go? It wasn't on my personal one.
Since I'm not making the hardtop cabs anymore, I'm going to send you the file for that.
Okay. So this is the good video I saw on Facebook. And this is the one I was showing because it's got the interior. See here where yours is actually goes up here. So it's
Yeah.
exactly the frame that goes up. This one is open on top, but that's okay because that's the Model A rat rod.
That is everything that I actually want to have in real life right there. It's perfect. I dig it.
So what you're saying is maybe make this a little longer here so it goes where the transmission. So you need somebody to modify that file just to make this a little longer.
No, I just need to modify the firewall enough to get the motor back that far.
Okay, okay. I don't want to show too much of the video playing. I might get in trouble or may get a strike, but if I just show stills, it's not that bad. But this is the one I saw yesterday, and I said, "Oh, look at this! This looks different. This looks cool." What pisses me off is I saw that. I said, "Oh, that'd be such a great idea." And today you showed me you're working on that.
Bless you, Josh.
Thank you. Thank you. Allergies have been killing us here today. I don't know what it is, but no, that's kind of been the goal all along. Like some of the early prototypes that I had done on the YouTube channel were sedans, just slammed on the rat rod chassis.
It's a little early for Cedar Fever. That's out around December, right around KB's birthday.
So now you just busted my bubble about that chassis. That 3D print I have is too short. So now it's 20 millimeters too short. Now I need to get another one.
It's in your inbox. You got the good printers, and I can't right now with the tariff situation. Shipping to Canada is well, I can't ship anymore to Canada right now. I had your order and one other, and the tariffs were absurd. So yeah, that's going to be on hiatus for a little bit. So we can just share the files with you since we know each other and trust each other.
And trust each other.
I mean, we're basically married at this point.
Cool. Thank you very much. Hood should be level with the grill. Yes, it should be. Like I said, I started this build from this guy that actually made this chassis the way Josh made his chassis when he first started. So you take a what is this, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch tube, square tube, you cut it in half, and you make the chassis. So this is all welded chassis, tube chassis. And then you get this file that was available online, and you put that on there, and it works. And then I also have the original box that came with that, which is this guy, the smaller one that fits perfectly in there or on there. And then I got to push it down. But this was the way Josh did his rat rod earlier. I decided to never mind this chassis because I didn't like it because this is not tall enough. And I'm not a welder and I don't know a welder clothes. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to buy Josh's chassis. But now I just realize my body doesn't really fit unless I jack it up, but then it's going to look bad. So I think I'm going to have to fix that.
Got to print you a new body.
Yeah. Oh, Nicole went for a bathroom break. Take my time in there. Yes, take your time. Do what you have to do. Let nobody bug you while you're doing it. And we don't want to hear about it.
Duck man, cover me for a minute because I have to go for a bathroom break myself.
Cool. So yes, I am waiting for some links. I am waiting for some shocks. I got a new front end. I am probably going to build it the same way RC Everyday does his, with the link in the front and the 60 millimeter shocks that goes here. I think they're 50 or 60. So I'm going to use that, the same system he's got, and not worry about the other one that goes like this. On AliExpress, I did find a good servo that's going to fit in here, because I found the other one was too expensive for my taste. I'm on a little bit of a budget. So yes, once I get the other body on there, it should be the same height and it should be a heck of a lot better. But this is the new chassis, which is way higher. Too much stuff on my desk. So the front, you pretty much was the same height, was pretty much the same, but the back, this is where the back, and I found like, oh, I wanted more height because I want this chassis to be slammed down. So it's gonna be cool. And this, how long have I had that Duckman, that hot rod? I think it's been 2 years, 3 years now.
Yeah, you've had it for a little while. Yep.
Yeah. The real Stevie, yes, I did find that locally. It's a buddy of mine that was actually building it, and he got out of the hobby. And then he was just selling a bunch of stuff. He told me, "Do you want it?" And I said, "Sure, I'll pick it up." It was together. I have pictures of it all together and the way it was, but I didn't like how it was sitting. But now that I'm getting a whole bunch of different parts for it, maybe I should put it back together and try to sell it as it was and
Hey,
try to recoup a little bit of money.
was that the one that you had sent out and had the guy weld?
No,
Oh, okay, that's the one I'm thinking about. You've had that one for a long time.
Nicole is back
I'm back.
and you're
Ah,
back.
perfect time.
But yeah, it's trying to be different, and that's what I'm trying to do with this. But I don't want to be like we were talking last time. Like, what motor do I put on there? Like that other one I found is gonna look scale, is gonna look nice, or do I go cartoon style and go like with a very big stupid engine in the front of it, like rat fink kind of stuff?
That's what's fun about them is there's no wrong way to do it.
No. And just like I saw one time, there's a guy that put big monster truck on a semi truck, and they go, "Why are you doing that? It doesn't look scale." And not even a few weeks after, I see on Facebook a real one. Somebody made a real one-to-one monster truck with a semi truck, and then there it is. Like it doesn't look scale, doesn't really like, it doesn't matter because it's your imagination. You got the money to make it in one-to-one, or you make it in a scale version of your own. Um,
Right.
it's your dream. It's whatever you think of. I've seen some guys in countries, very poor countries, building the RCs with plywood and paper and whatever, and they're enjoying themselves. They're having fun. That's all that counts to me,
Yep.
anyways. Uh, Look at Duckman. Duckman, he's got a guy there, Keith. He takes a nice friggin' Tamiya truck and makes it look like a Mad Max truck.
What Keith does.
But
The
Keith
what?
walked outside sitting in the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keith's
Keith
sleeping
is
in the
still
car
locked
tonight.
outside.
Bastard. Didn't bring me to Thanksgiving.
I don't think Keith found a way inside the house yet because Duckman locked him out of the house.
Yeah. He's too fat to get through the window, so
JP Slayer, long time no talk. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to you.
he's poop out of luck. That's what Keith is
Thank-
right now.
The Willy Yellow video. I'm not sure. Not sure what that is. What is that about, Swampers? The Willy Yellow video. Is that kind of truck that goes fast and yellow guy driving it? I think I've seen that on Facebook, YouTube a couple times. Go have a look.
Was the old expression we used to have on the internet, picture it didn't happen?
Yeah. Yes, the Willy Yellow thingamajig with driving that white. Keith talked about that little guy. So this thing. So he's made a new car, okay? Because I know that little white van there took a beating last year, and he says, "I will fix it. I will be back." Oh, he's got a friend now.
The little postal van. I remember
Yeah.
those.
So he was jumping it. He was doing all kind of stuff, and there you see the end of it. Like when he crashed it, it like fell in pieces. Yeah, this is funny. This is cool. I've enjoyed some of the videos. I haven't looked at some.
I didn't know he had an actual page. That's kind of cool. I've seen the clips on TikTok and stuff, but I've
Yeah.
never seen the actual page.
JP Slayer says, "Good to see you all. I bug you mostly on Facebook nowadays." Yes. Doesn't matter. It's nice to hear from you. Nice to see you're still around and you're still enjoying the hobby, which is cool. The car frame is built out of wood with soda can skin. That's cool.
That Tom Fool.
Tom Fool, Time Fool RC, something like that. Forley.
Foolery.
Tom Foolery RC. Why do you make your name so complicated for me to say? I am French and I'm there trying to read some English word sometime or some English name and you bunch it all up together and
Yeah, like
make me
Psycho
sound
13
crazy.
Garage.
We'll translate for you. Tom Foolery, just kind of like fuckery. He's just
Okay.
Like Psycho 13 Garage.
having fun.
It's
Good name.
funny how that little mail van goes. Yes, it is.
Psycho Cage.
It's basically how he films it. And it must take a long time to film that video because he's going fast in front of the camera. So he's only taking 1 second, and sometimes it's just a fraction of a second. And then he's got to make another frame of another pass. So to make one video that's a couple minutes long, it's friggin' time consuming because I've done those type of videos before, bashing kind of videos, and you need a lot of footage.
It takes a long time, and it's not fun to edit. Josh got it. Yeah.
Josh got it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't come in here this week with a whole lot of information. I've kind of taken the last couple of days off because the holidays have just been
What?
kind of.
What's with the quack there, Duckman?
How
Gonna...
dare you not come here with information?
Oh, okay.
Sometimes everyone needs a day off. Even RC every day. You told me RC sometimes.
RC sometimes every day.
So, what's the name? Luke used to be with Reeve. He always did that. He was like, "It's RC every night." They're like, "Not tonight. I'm going to bed."
So when you print your bodies, what angle is the best angle you found on it? Is it 45 or less or more?
It all depends on the body. Sedans print at a lesser angle than the coupes because of the back wall, the way it curves in. So you
Okay.
can't print it like that without doing support, and then that screws up
Yeah,
your
it's true.
texture and everything. So I'm still refining the sedan bodies. I'm not happy with the product I'm getting right now. It's not as good as it could be, but yeah, the coupes are nailed down. They're fine. I don't know the exact number, but it's something more extreme than 45 degrees
Okay.
because the way it tapers down at the back, it's probably I'd say somewhere closer to 60 degrees. But
It's just like the guy when he printed this bigger. And I didn't know back then too much about 3D printing. So I said, can you print it bigger? So I gave him this dimension because I wanted it much deeper than this. So he did. But when you stretch a body like that, yes, you can stretch it that way, but he actually stretched it that way also. Well, I'm saying that with the new software, you can stretch it just that way. So I'm going to try to find this box again because I find this is way too big now. It's too wide.
stretch it
So
in every direction. It went
yeah, he
all
stretched it all direction, but now you can actually just stretch it one way. But I got to be careful is because I don't want to redo what he's done here. The holes are now oval on this.
yeah.
So now these holes are all oval. So basically what I have to do is I have to cut the body here, stretch the bottom, and then tie it back together. So I'm going to try that just for fun, just because I do want a box in the back. So
That's why I got a lot of criticism when I did these because I wanted bedsides
oh, that's cool. Yeah.
because I didn't want to do the whole box because it's all proportionate to where your axle is and everything. So we just did the sides by themselves, and they have a lot of holes marked on the inside. You can drill out to mount it wherever it fits, wherever your
Okay.
wheelbase is, however the spacing and stuff. So that's why I did that. I think Beef Tubes RC made a tailgate that fit my kits. They've now sold to a new owner, so I haven't yet talked to him yet to see if he's going to continue the products for my kits, but something to keep an eye on if you're looking for beds.
Cool.
So
Yeah, maybe I can get a hold of Steph from the LED wheel. Maybe he can modify me that box a little bit better. But I'll try it first with Bamboo Studio. Bamboo Studio is pretty cool what you can do with it. And like I'm saying, if I can slice it and then just make it higher, it should be pretty easy. But I also got to watch for that back door. Of course, it's too bright. Yeah, you got squares there in the back. So I got to watch that. But if I cut it right in the middle and then I stretch it, I should be good. It's just going to make a square instead of a triangle, a rectangle. I'll play with it. Hey, what do I got to lose? Just time. We got lots of that.
lose
What
time
else?
again.
I'd rather do this than veg in front of the TV and watch a movie or do something.
I can relate to that.
The grave historian is there. Happy Thanksgiving, fellas. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. Duckman, you know that guy?
Yep, sure do.
Where'd Sean go? Any comments?
The grave historian is used to be Redneck RC,
Yep, Redneck RC.
and now he's been doing a lot of quad flying over graveyards
Yep, and motorcycling.
and motorcycling. Yeah, Kagan's in here. I didn't see. Oh yeah, there's Kagan.
Ah, hey, Green Frog.
Psycho 13 Garage is there.
Cycle Cage.
Psycho Cage 13, yeah. I always, for some odd reason, ever since Psycho's been in here, every time, sometime when I say his name too fast, I call him Psycho Cage. Forget the 13. I don't know. It's my dyslexic in me. I don't know.
Canadian.
That feline dyslexia. You see cats
Yeah.
backwards.
Swamper says the tank, could you just eliminate the holes and add them back
Backward. C
in
T
a
H
while modify the file? Yeah, but it's time
THC.
consuming to put all those holes back because you're not dealing with a 3D program. You're dealing with the slicer, which is not the same thing. Because in 3D program, it's easy to put a dot somewhere or a circle in space, and then you tell it, okay, take this, move it half an inch 14 times. And just by a key of a stroke of a key, you have that, and it's sliced, it's done. In Bamboo, you have to do every single one of them. So it's way too much time consuming.
What is cat backwards?
He's still-
T CAT TCA.
It was just a joke that I heard on a remember well, you're from Texas, you might have heard Russ Martin in the mornings, Dallas.
No.
He was on 97.1 The Eagle back in the day. And I don't know, it's just one of his punchlines. He just like, I got feline dyslexia. I see cats backwards. That was it. There was no
Okay.
explanation. You're over there pondering this.
You got my brain all screwed up over here.
So talking about animals and get all crazy. Feline dyslexia.
THC.
See cats backwards. It's like a Texan trying to speak French Canadian. Just got everything backwards.
Yeah. But making it with the panels also the way you were saying with the panels, that makes sense also. Because when you look at those trucks in real life, they actually do either do a loop or they do the chassis just the way you've done it. And the chassis is in the box. The chassis is high up. And lately I've seen a lot of real life hot rods also, or rat rods with no box at the back, exactly the way you do it. So what is the proper way? There is no proper way. It's whatever you feel like.
Whatever you end up with works.
Yeah, a rat rod is whatever a rat rod is.
Yep.
And the reason I did it that way is because the very first bedsides that I ever put on one of my trucks were vintage Tonka. I took a vintage 58 Tonka truck. The bed is a full bed with the front thing and a separate tailgate. I just cut the sides off. I notched it for the rear axle and I bolted it to the side of the chassis because it was the perfect height. So the chassis, the top of the chassis, and the top of the bed were where it needed to be. And that's just how I looked at it, and that's how I've always done it. And that's my philosophy. But again, there's no wrong way to do it.
Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Still have 20 people in there. We got 17 likes for tonight. Thank you guys for liking the video. Really appreciate it. It helps the algorithm for that. And yes, I do say algorithm kind of weird because of my French accent.
Algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool to talk about custom stuff, and this is the part of the hobby I like, is making it your own, customizing it and tweaking it and painting the body your paint job the way you want it. A lot of people sometimes goes, oh, I screwed up the paint. You can see a little a drip or something. It doesn't matter. Once you put that car on the ground and you're driving it at 20 miles an hour or whatever it goes, you don't see that. You only see it once you take it and you look at it real close. But
You don't see the blemish.
no.
That's the fun part. That's why I don't offer a complete kit, because I like these kind of discussions. You have your vision, I have mine. We bounce ideas off of each other, but in the end, yours is going to come out the way that you envision it, and that's what it's all about. We're not buying stuff off the shelf and just painting bodies to look like a real car or whatever. We're just making stuff based off of what we've seen in real life, and there's a little bit of hands-on labor that's involved with my kids, and that's what makes them all unique.
Yeah. On AliExpress yesterday, I spent about 80, almost $90 on links, like links with threaded, like I can put a set screw at the end of it.
Yeah.
So the shortest one is 20 mil, and my longest one is 100. Yeah. And every 5 millimeter, I got like 10 of each. It's been so long I wanted to do that, and I did it yesterday. I pulled the trigger, and I can't wait till they come in. I think he's going to get something to show us.
That's this is the small selection. I have spacers. I've got 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 just in this one. And then I have another one that goes up from there from like 60 is kind of a really good size. It fits between all my rails. But I've got 60, 65, 70, 75. All these kind of rods. These are used on computer circuit boards.
Yes.
They're all in hardware.
Yeah.
So you can get these on Amazon. You can get them through AliExpress. It's just generic stuff, and that's what they made RC cars out of, was computer parts. They were readily available, already made. So when you don't search for RC, then you find them actually at a good price, and you can buy in bulk and do custom stuff and get crazy with it. But I've got tons of these things full of this stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, that's one thing. When you start to do custom work or custom RCs, you have to start getting those. Just like Keith noticed the other day, he's building a kit from nothing. So he didn't have a lot of screws, so he had to buy a screw kit.
Yeah.
So see, this is all the ones I got. So 120 is the longest one. And these are pretty much exactly like the one you got.
Yep.
So these I got 5 pieces of them, but I got 5 for $9 Canadian. So I can see how much it's going to cost for currency. Let's see, USD. It's going to be much lower.
Wow.
No, $6.65 for 5 of them. So the only one I did not get is the 20, 35, and 100 because they were out. But everything else, I got like 10 of each. And it adds up at the end because like...
They're out of 100s because of me.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see that. Oh,
100 millimeters fit the front of the rat rods perfectly. So I buy them in bulk and sell them on the website.
yeah,
yeah.
I did buy some black 100 millimeter, but not from that distributor on Ali. It was from somebody else. But that one, I kind of like those, but I like the one you have because they're the same length all the way compared to these have a little bump. So the one for these are for the, like in the middle of the frame and all that, or to make custom links. It should be good.
All the shorter stuff usually has some kind of knurling or ends on it, stuff like that, which it's perfect for making tiny little 4 links with.
Yeah. I can show you what the other one I have. Where is it? Orders.
Nicole, okay, she's talking about breaking up with people in the comments.
Uh-oh.
She's watching that Hallmark movie again. There's supposed to be happy endings in those Hallmark movies.
So this is the other one I got. Mind you, I got the black one.
Yeah.
But this one also, you get like 10 pieces, titanium, 10 by 75, 10 by, there's the 100 red, but I got the 100 black, which, oh, here it is. So 100 black, you get 10 pieces for $2.46. This is like stupid cheap.
Yep. This is the stuff that I have on my Amazon store. And I try to, you can get this stuff in the United States through Amazon. It's in and out of stock periodically because it all does come from China. But that's that parts list that I have on the website for the kits. That's got the links to all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff to help.
I like that you have it in stock. For simple reason is if I order it from you, I know that in 2 or 3 days I'll have it.
Yeah.
But if I order it on Ali, I'm about a 30 days, like maybe 2 weeks to 30 days. It's a crapshoot.
Never know. It's gotten even worse for us dealing with that with AliExpress.
Yeah, I know.
I'd like to carry more sizes of them because, like the rat rod or the hot rod kits, I use about a 59 or 60 millimeter rod, but we haven't gotten there yet. Something I'm looking to expand to have in stock.
Okay. I saw a video of somebody today. He was playing with his geometry with one of your kit, well, the same one I had, and he had the links on top. And when he was moving his thing, it was going like crazy. And somebody says, "Well, you don't have your geometry." He goes, "This is just a mock-up." I understand, but like some people are a little too aggressive sometime on the comments.
I get that. That's why I didn't comment on that because I saw it too, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens because
Yeah, because he had his top links all the way to the top, but in theory, you should have your bottom links there and your other one there, and they should be equal in the sense that when it goes up, it stays the same distance. So,
as parallel as possible.
yeah, but hey, it's a learning game.
Well, everybody's on their own, find their own adventure programs. So, a lot of folks, this is their first kind of scratch built thing, and so I don't try to go and correct everybody. I let them. They got to learn. You learn by doing it wrong the first time. I did. I certainly did.
Joel says 2 to 3 days from him if Canada Post isn't on strike. LOL. That's true. Like you sent me this chassis and it took not even a week. Well, close to about not even a week. It was like 5 days, something like that.
Yeah.
A week is 7 days. So it came in pretty fast. So I'm happy.
Yeah, but it had about 37 US dollar
Brokerage.
yeah, their tariff fees. So
Yeah.
that was a unexpected turn. But
Sorry.
everything is chaotic right now with the holidays, so it's a crapshoot. I could ship stuff to the next town over and it not get there for a month right now because the United States Postal Service is just in over their head.
Yeah, and that's why like right now there's a lot of specials and things like that. And I'm thinking, oh, it would be nice, but I have way too many projects right now, so I gotta pull it back. The only thing I'm concentrating right now, I gotta finish this mammoth, which I'm gonna work on this weekend, hopefully. And once I get the rest of the part of the rat rod, that's gonna be pretty quick. It's not something that takes a long time, I find. The finishing touch are gonna take longer than the building it. That's for sure. So, but I am thinking of, okay, in the nose, I was thinking of putting I got a Ghoul RC brushless system. It's a 4300 kV, but then the ESC for it is big. And there I'm there thinking, I go, okay, do I really want to go 100 miles an hour with this? No. So it's got a brush motor already on there. It's a five pole 16 turn. So it's equivalent to maybe 30 turn. It's good enough just to put around. Like even if I do a downtown crawl, like why do I need all that power? I don't. And this is why I'm probably going to leave that brush system on there and use the brushless for something else. So and then buy a small RC or a small receiver like the Hobby Wing 1080s. They're friggin' small nowadays. They're G2, the version 2. And that's going to fit perfectly on the firewall right behind the dash. So the only thing I got to worry about, okay, am I going to put a small battery? Because I don't need a 5,000 milliamp battery in this. I can just put a small one. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put my battery. Where do you put your battery in yours?
Well, on the older kits, I would make a bracket on the firewall, the metal firewall, and I just have a little bracket. I could stick a 3000 little 3-cell in there, and it would hold. But let me show you the new kits.
Joel says, I've been needing to rebuild my TRX4 diff and motor for July. So far behind.
That's why the new kits we went the Roadster. So you've got space back here.
Yeah.
You got space behind there. You got space on the floor. You can route everything up the chassis, and it just fits behind the seat. And you do still have space underneath the dash if you have an external ESC
Yeah.
or receiver or something like that. But got space to hide it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, the roads made a lot of sense. The ones with the closed top, you can't print a roof and a dash and then have a seat. The seat will not fit through the body because the body tapers at the bottom. So having an open top, it gives you a whole lot of opportunity to solve a lot of other problems without having to print as much material. And it was a win-win all around. But a lot of people don't like the Roadster truck. I don't know why. I thought that would be a big hit,
but the body from mine, how does it attach? Is it a screw or it's not magnets for this one?
no, that one is basically it wedges in the bottom on the back side.
Okay.
See there where the chassis rails are cut out. And in the front, it has holes here where you mount a grub screw. So basically,
Okay, so you put a grub screw and you just stretch it, just like I do with my TF2.
Yep, it stretches around and locks in. That's kind of the mindset behind it. That's why the firewalls are held in with magnets, because you're pulling that open to get it on there. That's where all that thought process was. But the original ones, I'm assuming like your shorty version, it doesn't have those brackets at all. That was something that we added just for my mass produced kits to allow it to attach to the chassis. And this is basically the last one of these because it got too expensive to mass produce these. This is multi-jet fusion nylon 12.
Okay.
Selling these for $120 print, and now it costs me more than that to have them made, and I have to buy 100 of them to do that. So yeah, that's out of the question at this point.
But you 3D print those now, right? But that's the fusion one.
I make the Roadster version now. And
yeah, the Roadster, which is the other truck you just showed that has the open cab and all that. Yeah.
but with no top, and we have a multi-jet fusion nylon 12 windshield frame. It's got the dash, it's got the seat, it's got the floor pan that goes in here, magnet mounts, seat magnet mounts. We even include a template for the windshield so you can make the glass and everything fit to it. It's
Cool.
a different take on the same thing. But you get an actual dash, so you could put we have a steering column bracket that mounts it. It comes with the kit. And it's something that I can actually produce at home and get the cost down. I'm selling these right now. The ABS are marked down for the rest of the weekend for $70.
That's good.
The ABS glass fibers are $80, $10 off. Comes with all the parts. And like I said, those were costing me for the full roof cabs $120 plus,
Wow.
and I had to buy 100 plus of them. I'm
But
talking
those other ones, you don't 3D print them anymore, or do you 3D print them with ABS, or you don't bother?
no, I don't. I cannot print them good quality on these printers at home. I don't know what it is.
Oh, really?
The roof, the shape is. I have not found an angle that worked. They always have defective backs or tops. Something was always screwed up with them. So that's why we discontinued it, because I can make this at home. And this, like I said, the price, we're talking half price.
Yeah.
With all the accessories and all the other pieces, having a dash and stuff in it. So I'm just trying to keep the price down for everybody, so it's not out of reach.
That's the truck.
Yeah, it's the truck Roadster.
Yeah.
And those are on special right now on your website.
Yeah,
Is that just glued on? Yeah.
No, there's both holes. There's actually holes made
Oh,
into
okay.
goes in from the bottom. The outer ones, the ends bolt in from the sides.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
That is the same material as the other cab. That's a nylon 12. So this actually has some flex to it. Really high quality, commercially printed. It's a powder print. So it's not like a filament print.
And you also sell the insert to cut out a glass out of that insert.
No, it comes with the kit. So yeah, I have the insert and it flips from both sides. It's mirror image. You get everything with this kit. You get the bench seat, you get the floor pan, you get all the magnets, steering column mount, shifter arm, windshield frame, and the windshield template. So you can cut your own template where you cut your own glass out of a Lexan or whatever you got. Make a roadster.
So rceveryday.com. Lots of different things. This is the kit I got for $100. And you got the sedan one. This is a completely different chassis. You got different grills. He's got military wheels. This is from Garage Sale, right? The military wheels.
Some another set of wheels I'm trying to sell.
So on 13% off and 11% off on these, this is the ABS GF, which is a little stronger.
And it's a little bit smoother too, so less body work.
So you get the magnets, you get the shifting column. This is for the steering.
That's the steering column mount. You get the 20 millimeter rod for the steering column itself. And then the
Okay.
great piece is the actual window template, floor pan seats. It's this whole deal.
So
I got
I
Bob and
like
Doug.
how you've taken old panels from a different truck and put them at the back. That because that's what hot rod people do.
Oh, yeah, that's a Barbie 57 Chevy.
See, we should build them here in Ottawa and race them on parking lot wars.
I'm just excited about that because that's the most involved piece that I've ever come up with. Got the most pieces to it. It's got the most components. Everybody always asks me for a complete kit, and it's like we're almost there. Like I have a complete body kit, it's not a full, complete running chassis yet.
Cool. Well, we're gonna cut it tonight. We're way past the 11:30, but we've been having a good discussion, which is good. Thank you everybody for coming in the chat, and we'll do a round table of goodbyes. And Josh, you go first. Say your goodbyes.
Thanks everybody for coming in. Appreciate y'all. Check out rceveryday.com if you're looking for something that I might have.
Thank you. Duckman, with your very short arms, which you have a hard time driving with those short arms. Your turn.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, guys, and we'll see you next time. Keep your RCs muddies and your hamsters smiling.
Thank
Duckman,
you.
what the hell you locked me out of the house for? We're
Ah,
done already, Tank?
Keith made it in the house. Great.
We just leaving?
Yeah, we're leaving now, so you missed the whole show. You'll have to rewatch
The
it.
little bastard. I didn't bring him to Thanksgiving and he locked me out of the house for
Uh,
your
well,
show.
makes
Well,
sense.
we'll see you guys later.
Thank you. See you later. Well, there, guys, thank you very much for coming in here tonight. I appreciate it. And happy Thanksgiving to all the U.S. people that are celebrating Thanksgiving with their families, because in the news they were talking about that. They were saying Thanksgiving is bigger than Christmas in the U.S. More
Uh,
people travel. So take it easy, drive safe, and we'll see you next time. Till then, go charge up some batteries, go on there, break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Right, Keith?
right, Tank. I hate breaking stuff.